Honestly, I can't even believe that I'm making this video right now. Just a disclaimer, if the guy that I'm talking to right now, if you see this, I'm pretty sure that I've already told you the story, but just so you know, if you see this was like a while back. It's like a year or two ago. It wasn't when I was talking to you or with you. Yeah.
Everything custom like I'm at the bottom. Yeah.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Kat, and if you're an existing returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it is going to be a story time, and just a disclaimer, if you are the guy that I'm seeing / talking to and you see this video, it was a long time ago. It was probably about like a year or two ago. It wasn't when like you and I were like talking or like, you know, anything. So if you're seeing this, just know that it was a long time ago. Yeah. So anywho, let's get into the video. So basically, I had never really heard of like sugar daddy apps, anything like that. I actually got introduced to it through one of my friends. I met her on this app called, it used to be called Yellow and now it's called a Yubo. It's so stupid. And basically you go on there, you can go live, you can join other people's lives, you go on there to meet friends. Like I went on there to meet friends, I wasn't going on there to like meet dudes or any shit like that, like hell no. So I ended up meeting this girl on there and we became like really, really close, and she was telling me like, oh yeah, like I do it, you know, there's this app, I forget what it's called, I think it's called like Sugar Me or like Sugar Daddy, I don't know. If you punch in Sugar Daddy to into like the App Store, or like if you have Android, the Google Store or whatever, Google Play Store, whatever, you should be able to find it. But there was a bunch of them. There was a bunch of different ones, and so anyways, so she was like, oh yeah, she was telling me about it. She was like, oh yeah, like I get transferred like $100, I think it was. And I just wanted to try it to see if like it was real, right? And so I went on there and I, you know, created a profile, whatever. And I had like a bunch of like guys like messaging me, whatever, and then they would all like ask me for my banking information. And they would ask me for like my password and stuff like that, and I'd be like, what the hell, like why do you need my password type thing, right? And because she told me that she did it through PayPal, but nobody had PayPal. They all wanted to do it through, like, they said, like, e-transfer, like, whatever. So, so my dumbass ended up doing, like, I ended up talking to this guy for, like, a while, and all I had to do, it was, like, see, like, here's the thing with, like, sugar daddies and stuff like that, like, there's guys out there where they're so like lonely and stuff, and like I know like it's so wrong of me to say, but like they're so lonely and stuff that like they'll literally do anything, like they'll give you money just for talking to them, right? And so like that's the ones that I did, because like I wasn't going on like a trip, like I wasn't gonna go and like go fly out somewhere and like meet them, like I was never gonna see these people, right? So like, you know, whatever, why not, like just talk to them, you know, ask them how their day's going, and they'll give you money. So it's like whatever. And so I ended up having like a few guys like messaging me, whatever, and they were all like asking me for my banking information, and I like asked her about it, and she was like, no, like don't do that. She even told me that. She was like, no, like don't do that. And I was like, but like I don't know, like, because they were offering like $3,000 like in a month, or it was like 15 to like $2,000 or something, $2,000 like a month or something, and like that was like the monthly like allowance, whatever you want to call it. And then like as time went on, like they'd gradually give you more. So I was like, oh sweet, like, you know, whatever. And so I ended up talking to somebody, and he was like asking me for my banking information, and so the one guy I ended up giving it to, and you can already probably guess what happened, but basically what this dude did is he sent the money to, like, he needed my security questions, like everything, right? So my dumbass gave him everything, all the answers, whatever. And basically what he ended up doing is, like, after he ended up saying that, like, he sent the money, whatever. And so he ended up, like, I seen that the money, like, he wanted, okay, here's the thing though, is that, like, it showed up in my account, but he wanted me to go to the store, and he was gonna give me, like, because it was like $100 that, like, was allowed to be released. There was, like, I want to say like $2,000 or something like that that was being, no, it was $1,500. It was $1,500 that was being, like, on hold, right? And $100 was only, like, available that day. So he wanted me to go to the store and get him $100 worth of iTunes cards, and then he's like, oh, like, you can keep the rest, and I'm like, what the hell, like, you know? And so I was like, okay, whatever. And so I go to log back into my bank account, this dude locked me out of my bank account, my online banking. He changed the password and changed all of my security questions, so I couldn't log back into my account. That's a big yikes. Just gonna say, that is a huge yikes. And so I was messaging him, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you locked me out of my account. And he's like, no, I didn't, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yes, you did. I logged in with the same password that I gave you, and that password doesn't work anymore. It worked before I gave it to you, before you logged into my account, and now it doesn't work anymore. So, like, what the hell? So then I had to call my bank and tell my bank, like, that somebody hacked into my account, whatever. I got everything changed. I had to go get a new, like, bank card, like, all that shit, whatever. And so basically what this dude ended up doing is, not only did he lock me out of my account, he also charged me the $1,500. He didn't send me the $1,500, he charged me the $1,500. So basically, yeah. And I was messaging my friend, and I'm like, you'll never guess what happened. And she's like, what? And I'm like, remember how you told me not to send my information to anybody? And she's like, oh my god. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, what happened? I'm like, he logged me out of my account. He got me locked out of my account, basically. And he charged me the $1,500. He didn't send me the $1,500. He charged me the $1,500. And she looks at me and like, well, on FaceTime, because, like, she lives in Wisconsin. So probably if she was here, she would have smacked me. She was supposed to be coming that summer. She probably would have, like, smacked me. But yeah, so she looks at me and she was like, you dumbass. And I'm like, she's like, I told you. And I'm like, well, no, everybody has e-transfer, and like it kind of made sense because when you're e-transferring somebody, like you need the email that it's going to, and like, you know, like he was adding me. Okay, so basically what happened was he was adding me to his payroll, so he needed like my account number, like everything, right? And so when you add somebody to your payroll, like you need their bank account and like whatever. So I thought that he was doing that. I thought that he was serious when he said that, but no. So yeah, so basically he just scammed me. And so I had to go to the bank, and I had to go and get a new card. I had to go and like change all of my information and everything, and it was just shit, to be honest. Like, now I know I would not recommend getting a sugar daddy whatsoever. Don't do it unless they're going to be doing it through PayPal. Don't do it. Just wanted to say that. Don't do it. Unless you want to end up like me, because it's kind of shitty, to be honest. Like, I didn't know that was gonna happen to me. Yikes, but it did. So don't give anybody your information. Don't be as dumb as I was, to be honest. Like I said, this was like a year or like 2 ago. This was like back in like 2017, early 2018. But way before I met the guy that I'm talking to now. But yeah, so don't do that. Cause that was shit. And he got mad. Oh, he got mad at me when I was like accusing him of shit, and I was like, oh no, right? And I thought that like he was gonna find out like where I lived or something, right? And like, I don't know. So like, don't tell people where you live. Don't give them your bank information. Don't do any of that shit, because like I said, for like the millionth time. But that was just a kind of a short story time video. I just thought that it was funny because like I'm so dumb, honestly. Like, I can't even believe that happened to me, but at the same time I didn't know. But like I said, I don't recommend it because, you know, some of these situations could be serious, and yeah, don't want anyone out there to get hurt. So yeah, this was a short story time, but I just thought that it was funny and I had to share it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I forgot what I was gonna say. Subscribe, like, comment down below of videos that you want to see me do next, and turn on the post bell notification. I post videos. I try to post videos every Sunday and Friday. And yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoy this video, but I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Run for my money. There is no money, no one that run